can't give him any fucking space.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, look, I am feeling like, I'm feeling like it's clutch time. I'm feeling like it's clutch time. Dribble up and down the court, they say I'm clutch timing. Triple double on my arm, they say I'm clutch timing. Yeah.
And welcome to Clutch Time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Clutch Time. My name is Ray Lopez. This is Peter Kljajic, Alex Disner, and our friend and new guest, John Barnett.
Rhyme with a nuisance, chain like a new noose. Cop in the rear view, save all your 2 cents.
Now, guys, for our first segment, I want to say welcome, first of all.
Welcome to the show. Max is off this week. He's doing
Exactly. I don't know
Who
what
knows
he's
what.
doing. Fugazi. He went Fugazi, but
is a routine single, and he made it into a double.
our first question: with Wiggins dropping 47 on the Lakers, do you think the Cavaliers are regretting the trade?
yes. I think they regretted it.
I think they
They regretted it last year, dude. All the criticism Kevin Love got last year.
Kevin Love is just not a good fit.
Oh
No,
my
for the
god!
Cavaliers.
When you think about
I
it,
hate watching him.
it does
play.
not equate to anything. Like why would you even the year that it happened? I think that you should have gave the guy a chance.
Well, they weren't going to
Oh,
be
yeah,
patient
let him
enough.
play.
LeBron is the one who facilitated all this. Let's get serious.
He wanted
He
to.
wanted Heat Part 2. Like Chris.
He
Paul-
needed
Kevin
an
Love
all-star
was
team.
Well,
like,
back when they traded for Love, Love was like 25 and 14. You know,
Yeah, but look at him now. He's just now starting to come into his own. And if they were patient with Wiggins, he just now would have been coming into the
yeah.
team.
Imagine they
Oh my
Kyrie,
God.
Wiggins,
Wow.
and LeBron.
The athleticism this guy's possessing.
LeBron, he makes playing the big man position
Mhm.
awkward on his teams because
Yeah.
one, like you say, he needs room to drive the lane.
Very true.
Yeah, I'll spot up.
Yeah.
That's how Bosh was.
But that's what I'm saying. You want Kevin Love to just basically be a spot up shooter,
Mhm.
as well as being able to bump over to the center position, but and play defense. But I'm like, Kevin Love can't play defense.
It's a lot of work. It's
Very
a lot of
true,
work
very
for him to
true.
do. It's a lot.
Now, speaking about LeBron, we have some Ben Simmons comparisons to LeBron.
Mhm.
I watched his documentary.
Yeah,
Right? No, it was a pretty good documentary.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, do you think that players should be able to go from high school to the league?
Hell no.
I
Because
don't totally disagree.
because Ben Simmons,
Mhm.
you don't change the rule for the exception. Ben
Oh,
Simmons,
okay.
LeBron,
the rule's been already changed.
But that's
Kevin
not.
Barnett, they're the exceptions to the rule. Like think about how many.
But look at those guys. Those guys are
But then look, you also have the Sebastian Tell players.
okay.
You also have the what's his name?
But it doesn't mean everybody has to go
I was
from
gonna
high school
say,
to
you
the
should-
league. You could go to college if you're not that good. But if you have someone like
Cool.
yeah,
Not to interrupt, but now the NBA Combine now did where you can put your name in the NBA draft, go through the Combine,
Yeah.
and then if you're like, whoa, I'm really not that good, you can back out and then declare for college.
Exactly.
They give you that
I think
opportunity.
that's good.
And with that new rule in
Yeah.
place, I think players should absolutely go to high school. And for different reasons than what you said.
Kwame Brown. Sorry.
Kwame Brown. Okay, Kwame
Yeah.
Brown.
Dude,
Kwame
like,
Brown.
this is the
It's a good
filth you're
example.
putting in the league.
It's a good example.
But yeah, but you see the guys that went through college are as bad.
It's just
kinda like-
as bad. The statistic isn't
Yeah.
there. Absolutely.
But I mean, once you see the documentary, you see firsthand what these kids have to go
Yeah.
through. Like Ben Simmons, his dream was to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
Not to spend 1 year in college
Yeah.
and then go to the NBA.
Now that we're talking about rookies, a little bit of football. Was
Yeah.
it the right call to start Jared Goff?
Well, I mean, the season's over. You know, let's get serious.
No, that's
We'll see. We'll
It's
see
not
what.
completely over.
I mean, we'll see what happens when they plug him in. We'll see if Todd Gurley starts to blow up. Maybe the passing game starts to get in. Tavon Austin might start catching some passes.
And who
Rich.
knows? You traded up to get the guy. Number one, you
Gosh, man.
Case Keenum is one of the worst QBs I've
Oh,
seen.
and you don't think Goff's sitting there looking across the pond and seeing the Philadelphia Eagles star Carson Wentz doing work? He's jealous. Yeah, he's absolutely jealous.
But then you got to question: does the guy have the confidence? Because like,
Mhm.
I mean, you've
you
heard.
stun him. You
He's-
really stunt the guy's growth doing what you did to him. You know.
Well, that too, and I mean, exactly. You gave the guy zero confidence going in.
Absolutely
I
not.
mean, I've heard has never called a play in the huddle in high school or college, which is a little like
a little strange.
it's a necessity if you're an NFL quarterback.
No, that's
Well,
true.
Yeah.
I think it's the right call just because Case Keenum is you can't get any worse.
No.
Very
I
true.
just don't
No,
feel like he's vocal enough. That's the problem, and that's what.
That's
Well,
true.
we'll see.
No,
See
we
how he does.
can't
I
100%
hope he
yourself.
does well.
Now, back to basketball. Do you think Russell Westbrook should have got that technical foul? Was it even a kick? Was it,
You saw when he went on for it and just got him the.
No, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It was
No,
absolutely
it's
ridiculous.
truly ridiculous. You're moving off of stamina. You think you're gonna actually feel a little.
You think
little
one? You think I'm
presence
gonna look behind you? What?
No, man.
It's different than Draymond when he just straight up kicked the guy in the nuts. He actually used inadvertent contact.
I do feel he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't
Like,
surprise me.
yeah.
Yeah. You know where you are on the floor as
This attitude in sports, man. That was to me accident.
Accidents
happen.
happen.
Like
We'll leave it at
Draymond,
an
that
accident.
one looked
That's what the board's gonna leave.
so terrible.
Yeah, I expect him to rescind the technical
Very
because it
sensitive.
cost him $1,000 for them.
Unbelievable. Now, moving on to UFC, we had Conor McGregor win his second belt in two different weight classes.
Yeah, monster.
And now he's saying, monetarily wise, he's so good that he could either retire or he's asking for equity from UFC.
Yeah.
He's saying, I will not fight unless he gets equity for his family's well-being. Do you think he deserves equity?
I think so. Absolutely. Yeah.
Back it up. Back that statement up.
Well, he knows what he's worth at the end of the day. His events are sellout always. He's a main seat guy now.
Well, he claims to have generated 4.2 billion
billion
for them.
dollars.
I don't think he will get it. Does he deserve it? Maybe.
I was gonna say he's a huge name in boxing.
He's made the market global for UFC, and that's really what's
Yeah,
what
people
comes
that
from.
don't even pay attention to UFC know Conor McGregor.
Oh my god!
Do
Absolutely.
you Conor McGregor?
Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
just
there
don't give a fuck.
You go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Will he get it? I don't know. I think
I'd
I
love
don't
to see
think
it
it will
happen.
happen. I like to see it happen.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know if UFC is willing to start breaking that glass ceiling with players. Will
It's a
we start
slippery
allowing
slope.
players to
Depends.
ask us for our equity?
Depends what you bring in. Depends
You
what
know?
you're bringing in. If they break it down to that point, I think that's just fine. So.
Yeah, no, very true, very
Yeah.
true. Now, we had to take 2 weeks off for the presidential
Yeah,
elections.
we had to.
So I think it's only right we ask who will make the better president, Mr. Donald Trump or Meta World Peace?
Okay.
Well, let's go through Meta World Peace tweets. Hashtag if Meta was president.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
First, I would make it mandatory for referees in each sport to play the respective sport once a week. That's pretty good. That's solid. Referees get what it feels like to play a
There
sport.
you go. It's fair.
Might call it.
It's fair.
Might call it accordingly.
There you go.
It's funny. And the last one, which I love the most, was I would put a limit on the size a fake booty could be. Some are way too big.
Let me tell you something. Guy's a clown. Guy's an absolute
Is he
clown.
that much better than Trump, though?
Well, just first of all, we gotta
Yeah, good
listen.
question,
What's his name?
Meta World Peace.
You
We're on
don't
our
say
test.
no more, dude.
We're on our test. Keep it at
Why
our
did
test,
we
please.
even? I'm upset that we asked this question. Honestly, guys. Obviously, Donald Trump would make the better president.
If the election was right now, Meta World Peace versus Trump, what do you think
Oh,
would
well,
happen?
you know what? The gorilla got votes, so I think Meta World
Harambe,
Peace.
he got
Harambe
11,000
got
votes.
votes, so I think Meta World
This
Peace
is
would have
sad.
actually
Did you
voted.
see
Back it in.
That's
Did
society.
you see
Don't
in North Carolina, 11% voted for these
Literally,
nuts?
man. Oh yeah. No, it's truly amazing. Now, speaking about
Some butts are way too big.
no, speaking about
There you go.
This is not a bit-
no. I think that
You're on.
one thing
You
that
guys are on.
one thing that I heard about was Pep Guardiola implementing a sex ban on the Manchester City players. We had Nassari's claim that Pep Guardiola implemented that same rule on Messi, and Messi became the player that he is.
Oh.
You know, do coaches really implement that rule? No sex allowed.
I mean,
What's the point of being an athlete if I can't have sex?
Exactly, man.
Well, for a certain amount of time, not just like for your career, you can't have
No,
sex.
well, true, but that's a lot of stress. I would think.
how do
think
you
of it
ask a
like-
player? How do you ask a player? It's like, what kind of hierarchy?
How do you mandate
What kind
it?
of coach do you have to be?
I didn't mandate
Yeah.
just like strap on chassis.
Well,
Well,
belts,
he
all.
brings them.
Bring
he
him into
brings
the
us-
office,
Yeah,
there you go,
exactly.
like,
Hey
come on,
guys,
buddy.
one by one. Come on, writing down the number. No. But you know what? Well, the number for
It's
each
just
lock.
something
Each lock has
Okay.
a number. He writes it down.
Gotcha.
One for each player.
I mean, you've heard of boxers doing it, give more energy. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well,
for a
don't you
coach to,
think?
like,
Don't you
ask
think
that.
you would feel good? I just got laid. I'm gonna have a good game. I'm gonna have a good fight. Now,
Pep Guardiola
I'm pissed off. I haven't got laid in a week. I don't want to play this shit. I want to get laid.
You just go suck it.
Something.
How
was wearing
would
I
you
don't
feel if your
know.
boss told you, hey, you have to tuck in your shirt every day?
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Exactly.
You'd rather hear that. You'd rather hear
You're
that.
saying you're like
different.
tucking my shirt. You're like, man, get out my face, and
Yeah.
you would throw, So if somebody told you, hey, you can't have sex, please
That's
stop. Get out my
even
face.
more ridiculous. Yeah. No. I like
Make
the
it a great
analogy.
point. Yeah.
So what's your shit thing of the week, brother?
I got to keep picking on the Browns. Steelers at Browns. Spreads 8 points.
Yeah. Just keep
Browns are
pushing on.
terrible.
Yeah,
They're going to go 0-16.
Yeah.
Steelers have lost a couple in a row. They're motivated. I guarantee it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
This has been On the Double. Catch us in our next segment. Q-tip with Peter.
What?
Ooh.
This has been Clutch Time. Thank you for watching On the Double. Catch us on the next segment. Peter's Daily Quip.
Zip up. You're gonna catch a cold.
If you go to one race, I guarantee you don't be having much flack.
Oh my god, you get so much flack. You use the word flack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I've never met anyone who uses the word flack. I use that sometimes. Then.
Really,
That's good. No one really uses that vernacular.
Are you Peter? Cranberry vodka.
Let me get you cranberry vodka, man.
I know you. You don't know me. This was a great show. Catch us on Clutch Time. Fucking follow us. Share us. Twitter. All over the world.
watching
All over
Clutch
the
Time.
globe. Clutch
That was
Time,
terrible.
everybody.
Got more to the dog, played balls to the ball. Now more to the dogs, in jail let it go. Yeah, and most of me dogs call most women hoes. While most of the youth play
We're
most of the
supposed to have like an
songs.
episode of you.
Oh, I'm ready to.
I'm got a deadline.
What's up with this Pep Guardiola sex ban, huh?